Good afternoon. I hope everybody's having a great afternoon. I don't having a great afternoon right now. Let's play some Tamriel Rebuilt. So last time we started this we started the playthrough by well, creating our character and going through what's going to happen with a lot of this stuff. So without further ado, let us get back to Lucius and see what's going on with that. We did some of the Fighters Guild stuff in whatchamacallit, Old Ebonheart, so we will probably have some more stuff to do here. So I need to check on this stuff here and there, so give me a moment. There we go. Okay. So we did some Fighters Guild stuff last time. We killed a witch and we got a little reward. And I think I have some more stuff to do here. Let me see. I cleared the rats on Aurelia Draconis' home in the Craftsman's Street. She's mentally unwell too. Aurelia Draconis' house in the Craftsman's Street. Switch to local. Aurelia Draconis. Okay. Off we go. But yeah, today's stream is more like a test of a stream. I wanted to see how things would be on YouTube, so we'll see if there's some sort of improvement or not. That being said, let me see if I can have this stuff here. There we go. Right. Aurelia. Can deal with the rats, yeah. Coming out of the snow, my dearest. I don't want you to catch another cold. The last time that happened, you laid in bed. Yeah, she's out of her mind. Yeah, I came to visit for that. Splendid. You find the door downstairs unlocked. Remember my old spell? Remember the unlock and seal door spell? Right? Do I still teach you that in school? Have a book somewhere around here.
How can I help you?
Unlock and seal door book. Around and see if she does have such a book. Will oh, she unlocked the door for me regardless. That runs an actually a hungry Velk. Okay, yeah. Don't tell me it's been Winnie this entire time. Winnie is a large black webby fellow that lives in the back of my room. I think they're called a Velk or something like that. It's been making all that noise. She's been nice enough to sweeten up my tea with her nectar whenever I ask. If that script of a man Ginur Dolby hadn't raised his prices, I wouldn't have to keep Winnie at all. Where does Ginur live? He lives in Wool, in the town south of east of here. Ginur lives near the Brewer's Hall. You see the dirty shulk? Tell him that earlier is done with him now that I have Winnie. He will charge me 3 nuggets of ebony for half a price of nectar. So, in the grand scheme of things here, having a belt for any other person would not be a big deal, but considering that we are in Indoril territory, belts are kind of like a sacred animal, and this woman is just using a sacred animal and consuming the secret nectar that the Velks produce as just like a morning tea compliment, to say the least. And that's not good. That's not good at all. So we have to make our way to to Bull and inform the guy that may have been selling milk nectar, which is also illegal, about the current situation of what can be done or not. But yeah, don't mess around with the Velks. And rest here until healed. Yes, bro. I don't think these guys have any sort of illnesses, so yeah. They're not diseased. It's gonna be a while until I start piling up the diseases on me, so I better do my darndest, get those leveled up, and get that endurance up as well. I have 65 on endurance, so I would endurance up and running to the top. It's the only way for me to actually cushion the blows that I'm gonna end up getting when I'm fighting, is to have like a big massive HP pool. Like a good HP pool, some good agility and good armor is gonna make me withstand some of the nasty blows. I'm already on the back of my mind making up my mind that I'm gonna end up having 0 agility by the end of the challenge anyway, so if I can have more than 0, that would be ideal. Because with 0 agility, that means that almost every blow that I'm gonna take is gonna stagger me. And you really don't want to be staggered in this game. Because, yeah, getting free shots at you is not great. Especially on stagger mode. Because that means that you're taking double damage, and nobody wants to take double damage for anything. The Bull should be right around the corner. There's the city of Bull. So the guy, if I remember correctly, should be near the road. In this direction here. So if you hear me not saying much, it's because as of late I've been a bit ill. So I'm trying to get over a little sickness that I've been on for the last couple of days. You come from Aurelia, is this something about the nectar, isn't it? So she ratted me out, typical Outlander. Listen, I'm not as scared as you think I am of the long hammer of the fighter still crashing down on my little operation. I'll come clean with you if you promise to keep this call. Aurelia is nuts, but also very rich enough to afford all my surplus bulk nectar. It only control the supply and keep the guys like me poor and easily controlled. It's a victimless crime. She's keeping a Velk hostage in the back room. That's distressing. What? I know she love Punnavi, but to steal a whole Velk. Listen, Velk and their nectar are highly regulated here. If news of this get to the Indoril, I'll be executed, or worse. I know where she lives. I'll free the Velk without her noticing. Then you to keep quiet. I will pay you for the silence. Deal? Sure. Yeah. But you know that you see eye to eye. Here's the general nectar for keeping quiet. It's an unrefined, but if you find someone to proceed, it will be worth the wait in gold. Take care. Yeah. He's gonna do a solid one for us. You can get rid of the Punavit here and then we can talk. Alright, I forgot to set the little magic. I think I have Divine Intervention here, then I have Amphibian 6. Then I have Recall, then I have Mark.
Associate, how can I help you?
Hello, Fabius, how are you doing? A rat. Really, stop mentioning rats in Carletta. I assume you've done it. Great job, Associate. Take this weapon in case you run into more rodents of your travels. Are you ready for more orders?
What was that?
Punavit is a very potent thing, so we better keep it there. Rat Smasher, yeah, just an unenchanted blunt weapon. 3 to 12 is not terrible though. On a 400 durability weapon. 1.5 attack speed. That's pretty good. Yeah, looking for more orders. Orders letters again. She's seeing ghosts now. Well, like I said, she's seeing ghosts. Are you happy? Are you getting sloppy, associate, or Aurelia's further gone than I thought? Before I answer, stop by her house and make sure she's okay. Am I getting my chat? Yeah. Immersive quality words, Aurelia. How are you doing, Aurelia? Do you see a ghost here in my house? Do you see him? The wispy dumber fellow in the corner. I never got his name, but he arrived shortly after had my last bit of nectar and he's refusing to leave. Remind me that he's in the tavern. And sister goes, yeah. How you doing, buddy? Why, having been summoned to commune with this outlander woman, she drinks the sacred nectar, yet it is a stranger of the great house Indori. You smell of Velk. You must be to blame for this since I had nothing to do with this, I swear. Do you think of really these lives have at you? Thank God I have this draw. What call it, dagger. Oh, the damage is not that bad. Okay. Oh God. Okay, yeah, no, the damage is bad. The spells were not bad. Oh Jesus. Check to restore. Get potions. I had not expected that much zeal from an Outlander. Certainly a warrior like yourself means no disrespect, Outlander or not. The Dumber Draconis shows great potency in her spirit channeling. Escort her to the Hotel of Donril and speak with the Indori Lord there. He can arrange transport for her to Roar Gear. Whoever the Lord is in this age will show great interest in her talents. If you do this, I can assure that these visits will be on much friendlier terms. Goodbye, Lucius Lucius. Okay, yeah. We're going on a trip, Draconis.
What's good for the Empire is good for business, citizen.
Come with me to Donril. Donril? Ah, when wanted to visit there. My great-great-great-uncle Costasius fought a great battle there. Donril is in Hammerfell, right? The Draconis is now following you. Oh, she has a cane as a weapon. Well, let's get this mad woman to Roar the...
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Oh. This place has too much orange for my taste. I remember when everything around here was green. I mean, it's got some green. It's not like it's everything so dim and dull. Tondril, Gondor. Which one was it? One of them is not supposed to be there. If he starts talking about Narnia, I'm gonna be very concerned about it. We're getting close to our destination. We did stop by Tamriel on the way to Bull, so there shouldn't be any more of a threat to get there. I'm sure I even like the taste of milk tea. I'm not sure why I bothered buying it. Natural tea tastes just fine. Oh god. I can't imagine how half of this stuff would even taste. So I'm already ahead of time decided that I'm gonna be in House Redoran, so I will probably have to head to the mainland and do House Redoran stuff to actually get a little illness out of the way like I did on the previous run that I did. Am I bothering you, Lucius Bursius? I don't want to be a pest. I never got many I just never get many visitors. Tenses. You have to get the tense right. Many to Tamriel.
What is this regarding, Citadel?
This has too much orange for my taste, yeah. She just spouts random messages every so often. Someone in particular. Headman Nelly's Barrow represented as common folk to the Lord of House Indor, and as they kindly to outlanders marching to his house and play the Brilliantborg. Beside him is a witch camp, the Navider Smith. Hetman Nally's Barrow. Imagine Nally's lives in this house here, right? Yeah. Well, I finally, Constantius. How nice of you to show up. Lucius Versus is my great, I don't know how many great uncles, Constantius. He was a great warrior, you know. He's trying to tell me something about Manubari, but I haven't a clue what that means. Oh, he's leaving already. To think you just met. Thank you for bringing me here. I'm sure that will treat me just fine. What is this? Why have you brought this woman here? Explain the situation. I see. I'm not one to argue with the spirits. Even if an excess of milk nectar was involved, here's the reward for fulfilling your end of the bargain. You bring me here, Lucius. I'm sure they will treat me just fine. Now, where does this one go? Yeah, there was once a hero named Ragnar the Red. Yeah, the little Ragnar the Red song. That was in almost every bar in Skyrim. Imagine those are domesticated guar, right? Considering the closeness to the town, they might be. Yeah. So no need for me to engage in combat. Oh. Now we have to return back to the... Well, actually I don't need to return by foot. I can just do recall.
You seem like very good company.
Still with the ghost, yeah. We've gotten a letter from Aurelia in a few hours, so I assume you've done it. Bravo. I don't really care about what other payment you received. Not having to deal with her anymore is worth every septium. This guy. I have to deal with that any more orders. Sorry, I don't have any work for you. Check with Shanorga upstairs. You get like a very good handful of gold out of this questline, huh? Do some repairing of my gear. For a fighter's guild, I didn't get myself into much combat. So,
You're not what I expected.
orders.
You've earned my
Means
trust.
a warrior I know can rely on. Focus on skill and advancement within the guild. You have rank of swordsman, perhaps poets and something to otherwise check with Neris. Hardy in Balpoyen, Jakasha in Almastir, Lavao Irano in Nakamura, or Darius Bondo in Narcis. Advance me. Apprentice, advance me. Journeyman. And I know what about some which obeyed of devotion. Do more duties. Okay. So that means I can go to Balfoyen and get some stuff done there. Let's do the thing that I said I would do, which is go to the mainland, not the mainland, to go to Barderfell and do the house and stuff and get infested
Let's set aside
with our first 2 diseases. Technically it could be 3 if needed be, which would probably be 3. To which, as soon as I get my first disease, the disease counter will start popping up. So let's get to... Oh, there you go. Travel to... Vivek.
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
From Vivek I can just take the Silt Strider to Valmora. And from Valmora I can go to Alrune. I need to place my mark in Alrune as well. So go to Hell somewhere. Travel to Valmora.
Why walk when you can ride?
Travel to Alrune. Place my mark here. There you go. I'm part of the Mage Guild, aren't I? Oh yeah, I'm okay, yeah. Need to confirm that little bit of information before I nab the stuff from here. Ship restore health. I should probably be using those. There you go.
How nice. I like good company.
Perfect. Okay, so we go two illnesses that I have to go and grab that are already up and about, so let's begin with that. I also need to join the House of Redoran. Let me confirm this, actually. There we go. Diseases. Tamriel data and diseases. Morrowind. It's not this guy. Chills. Do anybody in data gives chills? No. Okay. Thordor and Dean. And I think Thordor Dean here responds, right? Okay, well, let's go upwards then. Onward and upwards. So join. Speed, I'm a hireling. Yeah, there you go. This is the mudcrab stuff, right? Yeah. So the only way to get chills is to do a particular House Redoran quest, so... we're gonna do that. We're gonna make our way up the quests until I hit the pilgrimage to the little cave that is south of Nissis. Go to Nissis.
We make a special trip just
And get our first
very low price.
little illness. Since I'm in Barterfell, I might as well take the time to get amulets of Mark and Recall. There's one in Caldera, which is the amulet of Recall, and I do believe a sure spawn for amulet of Mark is at Milk. So should probably do something about that. But remember also that Milk is a very, very dangerous place, and I'm in no way, shape or form going to be able to actually go and get that thing sorted out. I know people love scripts, but we need experience. We need as much experience and as much endurance as we humanly can. I probably need something that will allow me to also get Kaguris. Oh, but these are normal Kaguris, so I should be fine. Plus, if I take a lot of things to the head, I can then use... oh, these are deceased Kaguri. Oh, brother. Are they both deceased? I'm gonna check if the other one is deceased too. Yeah, they're both deceased. Okay. So this is a good example to showcase how you can get deceased. So he attacked me and I didn't get deceased, so that means that several rolls happened and I managed to beat the disease roll. But if you do this, there we go. I contracted the yellow tick. So now I have my first disease, yellow tick. 10 strength, 10 speed. So now that happened, that means that this little baby gets to come out, and this will be important. There you go. From this point onwards, you will see a little text. There we go. And I will show you how many diseases I have active at this point in time. So far, 1 for now. The number is gonna get to the double digits. I think, by my estimation, considering that I also have to include the Tamriel Rebuilt diseases, that's gonna be the mid-20s to 30 diseases active at the same time.
Get out of here. What are you trying to do? Make me sick?
And because I am deceased, now people treat me awful. Let me see if I can get him to be aggressive that way.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Oh, that worked. That worked really well. That is, again, another way to showcase how you can get diseases. Somebody just goes and hits you there's always a chance that they will give you their disease. And this guy's disease was green spore. Minus 14 to my personality. Thank God I had like 75 personality.
It's about time I had some fun.
I mean, for now.
Am I good or what?
Oh, brother. Let me get a couple of cheap restore health potions into my system.
I'm going to enjoy this.
No, I got a level up. Nice. Money. A little fishing pole that I don't really care much about. Iron battle axe. And steel cuirass. Okay. So let me update the counter. This is counter. We go from 2. There you go. And now let's get back to civilization and get some proper training on my endurance. I want to have a multiplier of 5 on my endurance at least. Training. Can you do spears? No, but you can do medium armor, and that's good.
Do you want something from me?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 110. Right? Yeah. The rest is not a big deal. As I said before on a previous stream, the player cannot transmit their diseases to NPCs. It's only NPC to player and NPC to NPC. However, there's a mod that allows you to actually be able to transmit the diseases that you have to NPCs. Yeah, I'll take the 2 multiplier to strength over the 4 multiplier to speed. Strength is like a very, very good and very important stat to have up, because strength equals 0 means that I'm immobile altogether. So that's something that I don't want to have at all. But yeah, we're at 2 diseases. I thought I would be at 2 diseases with a different one. Let me check also something quickly here. Shields does not damage strength. That's good. Okay. We need to keep going this way then. So there's one disease over this way that is node that is paralyzed. I should probably go to a cure paralysis potion now that I'm here, because that's probably the only disease that I'm not gonna be able to actually carry on myself. In fact, I should have probably tested this out as well, because the only symptom that this disease has is that it just gives you paralysis. If you cure like one of the parts of the disease, I believe it cures the entirety of the disease. I'm not completely and utterly sure about this, but yeah, the only symptom that shows is just paralysis. That means if an NPC happens to catch it by, I don't know, attacking it with melee attacks, or he somehow somewhat manages to loot the body constantly, they will get infested with that disease as well. But that's not something NPCs usually do, or do at all. Cure paralyzation. I'm gonna take one of these.
The finest potions and elixirs in town are
But yeah, I showcased that you can get the disease by being attacked. You can get the disease by looting. You can also get the disease by pickpocketing. And I don't know if it counts as a criminal act on that node that is paralyzed in the middle of the wilderness. We will find out soon enough. But we have a very, very lengthy trip to the west of Aldrun. Ashland region. There's going to be a lot of things that will have to be done. Especially now that I have Tamriel Rebuilt installed, it means that I will have to do the 2 extra quest lines on the main quest line during the Ashlander? No, yeah, it is the Ashcan quest lines, because Tamriel Rebuilt adds 2 extra Ashland camps here. So on top of the 4 ones that you have to complete in the island, you will have to do the 2 extra in the mainland, so you can be the Nerevarine of those little Ashland camps. It's not the Ashcan, the Nerevarine of those camps. Nerevarine and the Hortator. It's been so long that I have played this game that I just forgot about a couple of names here and there, and that's distressing to me. I could chalk it up to H2, but no, it's been a long time since I've played. By a long time, I mean like 5 months. Are you deceased? No. And so we started moving slower because I lost a couple of points of strength. Every bit of experience counts. If I recall correctly, the Nord should be over this way. Yeah, there he is. So he's cursed. That's a paralysis applied to him. Let me see if it counts as a crime.
Not today, thief.
Yeah, he caught me. Okay, but it didn't count as a crime. Still want to showcase getting the disease via pickpocket, so we'll have to sit patiently here for a little bit and deal with this for a little bit.
Not today, thief.
Bótame. If only my sneak was high enough so that he couldn't detect me. That is the thing that I sometimes don't get with paralysis. With paralysis, an enemy becomes quite susceptible to getting their heads blown off, basically. But all other things just become...
Kill the thief.
But you know what? We'll have to do the old... Stab the body and just loot him. But you will have to take my word on pickpocketing actually getting you the disease. I'm gonna grab that, I'm gonna grab that. There you go. We contracted Witch Wither. And Witch Wither's only effect is paralysis. So if you didn't have like a cure paralysis potion, or you didn't have like any sort of way to cure this paralysis, you would just be stuck like this forever. In fact, I cannot go into third person, that's how bad it is. But thankfully, I did buy a cure paralysis potion. Something that I theorized is that if you had like a follower of swords, you could have been able to transmit that paralysis disease from the follower to from the NPC that has that paralysis disease to the follower, and then it all comes down to how you manage to get that follower to wherever you need to. Like, I don't know, for example, being able to have that guy be hit by any other annoying enemy and they would be infested with a paralysis spell. I do recall on another video that explains how these diseases work, like in very extreme detail. If you manage to get a guard of a city infested with a disease, over time all the other guards in the city will spawn with that disease on them for some reason. I'll probably showcase or link the video somewhere in the description or either on the chat. But it leads to like some really interesting quirks and behaviors that can come from that. And I don't know how badly it could break a playthrough, but it probably would not do like that much of a breaking problem. Also, this is a blade trainer, by the way. I can train you and maybe can offer some suggestions. If you're exploring, get yourself an enchanted weapon with some scrolls or both. Can harm a ghost without an enchanted weapon or magic. Caldevere of Balmora's Mage's Guild usually has a selection. It can also enchant items for you. And if you can afford the charged soul gems she sells, and if you can afford her enchanting services, yeah. It's always good to stop by on the Blades trainers every so often. They give some really good advice, and sometimes they give you pieces of equipment that are very useful. Speaking of useful, I need to go to the mud crabs. Yeah, I think Durene's pack is a little bit to the north here. I always have a little bit of a problem trying to find her. I will know right away if it is the correct direction, because there's a little mine on the way. Yeah, this is the right direction. Durene's pack is over this hill then. I do believe she gives you some meager rewards both times you have to do quests for her. Hello Durene, how are you? Hostile mud crabs. Back to tier. Okay. So they are usually come from the coast to the southwest. Something as well that I want to point out. I already did a challenge similar to this one, with the exception of just not doing the Tamriel Rebuilt content on the side. A lot of the main quests get broken because of you being deceased, because they are dependent on the player actually not having any sort of disease, because diseases also change the behavior of the greetings, and a lot of main quests for some reason just depend on their greetings to actually giving you the correct information to actually keep on going. But it's not just the information that gets broken, but also certain keywords do not spawn because you're diseased, and the disease just overrides the greetings. I seriously don't want to encounter a diseased rat. Nor a blighted one. Those are the two things that I really don't want to encounter right now. Because those are carriers for a damage strength disease, and I don't want that to be on my menu right now. I want to avoid having damage strength things from the get-go. So I'm trying to steer clear from Red Mountain as a whole, or its proximity. Let's get to the coast and we'll be able to see what we can find there in terms of little mud crabs. Am I in the right place? I don't think I am in the right place. I need to be a bit more further to the south. I believe, however, this place here, this little stronghold, is a good place to find a Daedric weapon. Not that I will be able to ever carry a Daedric weapon, because those things are heavy and I don't have much in terms of strength. Uh-oh. Ow. I just escaped from you. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Okay, yeah, the coast is a bit more to the south, so I have to go and head over there. There we go. The West Gash. Mudcrabs should be somewhere around here, if I remember correctly. Also, that guy or that woman, brother, is gonna be in combat with me for a little while until I decide to just come back. They're moving rather slow. I guess that is the natural movement speed of the mudcrabs. Okay, so that must be the dead core. We should be fine, right, to come back? Yeah. Okay, we go this way then. Oof. Normal script. Oh, so I took the wrong road, okay. When she said southwest, I thought, oh yeah, is this road there? No, it's like the road right below that one. Oops. My bad. That should be all the mudcrabs that she needed to be killed. You don't get like a general update for this one. There's a lot of oddities with this quest. My work, you look tired. You want to get low? Yeah, sure. Give me that.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Recall. Let's rest here for a little bit. Recall our way out of here. And report back to our little informant here of House Reoran. I saw it buffering. Should we be still fine? We'll be fine as hell. Okay, let's go and get this quest turned in.
Do I know
think one of the
I'm
questions have
listening, so
been
go ahead.
recovering Alredoran helmet, right? Kill the mother crabs, good job. More duties. Cure disease potion. Take this cure disease into Albelothi. Okay. I should probably place my mark here too. Wait 1 hour, so I have enough fatigue to cast it. There we go. Also, kind of ironic for me to go and give somebody a cure disease potion when I'm just already with 2 diseases down, just coughing everywhere. It's like, here's your potion. Start coughing on the potion as well. Something vile. Probably it's like suffering a minor disease, and I'm already having a disease that makes you sick, and some green ticks just roaming all over my body. But with this list, it's gonna get a lot longer. Quite a lot longer. So it having like 3 items is not a big deal. It's gonna end up having quite a lot more. To the point that I'm gonna be afraid to even hover over the red icon that I'm gonna have. Travel to Nissis. Albelothi is
Where
to the
would
north
you
of
like to
Nissis.
go?
I think she didn't even mark it. She didn't even bother to mark it. Or maybe because I didn't ask her about it, she didn't mark it. Because that sometimes can be the case. You have to straight up ask somebody, hey, where is this? Where is Albelothi? And they will just mark it for you on the map. Give me a quick save as well. It's been a while since I last saved. Getting the wrong way. Need to go a bit more north. Also, I don't think my nerfs stats actually do affect my chances of getting a rank up on a guild or not. They're all dependent on my base stats and, well, also my enhanced stats due to my birth sign. But those also count as like base stats rather than my total stats. So Albelothi should be this way. I don't know if Dean already respawned. It's probably... It hasn't been 3 days. Because for some reason Dean is one of the few NPCs that actually is able to respawn even when he's dead. So killing him is really not a big deal. No, the fishing pole doesn't have a lay down texture, just only a vertical one. That's weird. Our velocity should be almost around the corner. Almost. I think by the time I hit level 27, 28, I should be almost done. Oh, that is the ambush. I wonder if I'm gonna actually be able to beat the ambush. Also from here you can see the accomplice. She's hiding like right behind the tree. Like right there is the woman that just attacks you from Chameleon. Didn't even talk to her. Alright, yeah, she has a different thing that she says, but because I'm deceased, the greetings is completely replaced. Yeah, lady in distress, it will be my pleasure. Do I have anything else to fight? Not really. This will have to make do.
No good deed goes unpunished, Outlander. Come on, fight!
Well, this gives me a good chance to actually use the cheap health potions, since they weigh like 1 each. That's gonna give me... Let's use that standard one, just in case.
Soon you'll be reduced to dust. You will suffer greatly. Not one now.
It's the throwing stars that are actually doing the most damage here. She ran out of them, so...
Soon you'll be reduced to dust. Oh, you'll be dead soon. There is no escape.
Okay. I'm gonna use your Viper Blade for a little bit, okay? I hope you don't mind. It's a pretty low on life. Let's chuck 2 of these and a couple more of these, and we should be in okay shape. I don't remember that she has like high agility. Let me get agility. Yeah, she has 68 agility. Against my meager 30 agility and 34 skill. It's gonna take a little bit of time. I think what I managed to snatch this poison dagger. This is gonna do some quick work. Until it runs out of charge. Oops.
You will die!
Enchanted short blades are usually the best thing you can do when it comes to short blades.
You will die!
Even that you actually hit pretty fast. You can use things that just do a lot of damage up front. Like maybe something with absorbed health or something that does a lot of shock damage. It all depends on whatever you're fighting. Absorb health is usually a good overall ability, spell that you can use. Oh, I don't like that. To pull the road. Come on. There we go. Amulet of Shadows. The bane of almost every single mod creator. When it comes to making difficult challenges, 80% Camaleon for 60 seconds on cell. That amulet is insane. And I don't think any of the kiting pieces of equipment are gonna beat my... Oh, it's a long blade. I thought it was a short blade for a second. No. Okay, we rest a little bit. And now we can continue our little journey. Are you deceased? No. There's also guaranteed spawn deceased Quama enemies. Which they're blighted, right? They're not common disease, they're blighted. Yeah, that's something I will probably have to live for a little bit later than now. I want to avoid the blighted enemies for as long as I can. Because blight diseases to really make a huge number on my stats. So I want to avoid them for as long as I can. Oh no, we're pretty far away from Cold Cave, right? Yeah, Cold Cave is to the south of Nissis. Yeah, should be around here. But yeah, this place over here should be Alt Velothi. There's the outpost. We need to count this potion to 30 minutes. This guy. Cured common disease potion. There you go. He has some duties for me later. Fantastic. Wait 1 hour here. Recall.
You've got my ear.
Report about this. A rerun trainer has gone. Trader has gone missing. Help finding Mathis Dolovar. No, so I'll run your project here to Markan or Nissis. Talk to the people in Markan and find out where he has gone and what happened to him. I'll mark those towns in your map. So, first things first. Is repairing. I need to repair a bunch of stuff. I don't have enough repair hammers, but a good thing that I did was to drop repair hammers by the Fighters Guild, so we're gonna do a little pit stop there to repair all my shit in the Fighters Guild. I'm going to keep an eye on my intelligence as well. Oh, with some int fortification from something, I might be able to bypass the intelligence check. There you go. Boom. Take those hammers over there. Save. Lucius. And now let's get to Margan and get some information about the little trader that we've lost. Margan.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Because I'm deceased, people are like, what are you talking about? Mathis de Lovar got stuck with the Ash Storm. Yeah, the guards are not gonna be helpful. We have to go into a trade house or anywhere else and they will give me some proper information. And the trade house?
Yes.
Ash Storm. Someone carrying some pack gore up to the Rothan tomb. He's on the main road right before the road turns to south to Alrune. I think I remember having trouble with that. Yeah, Rothan tomb. Okay. I'll take a little nap here. So I have some visibility. Let's try and find the Rothan tomb where I'm going through here. Did it say follow the road south? until it turns to Aldorun. So see a little guy over there.
What do you want?
But it's not the person we're looking for, so we'll leave him be. I think that guy is a pilgrim, and can one help him with a pilgrimage to Cold Cave or something like that, and it takes a little bit of a time to get there. Oh, there's some eels over there. Let me restore my fatigue in order to engage them quickly. Yeah, these are common eels, they're not gonna do that much damage. Yeah, I'm not gonna encounter a lot of diseased or blighted enemies at this point in time in the game, so unless I'm very, very close to still a Rothan Tomb should be around here then, right? Oh, these are Nix hounds. Perchance any of you are deceased? I will soon find out. Because if they move like really, really slowly, that means that they are disease or blighted, so... yeah, common Nix hounds. Let me check very, very quickly through here. USB. USB game map. I'm looking for Rothan Ancestral Tomb. Oh, so I was literally right there. So the pilgrim that I bypassed was a good marker to Rothan Tomb because the guy was literally to the north of that guy's position. In cases that I don't want to spend too much time looking for a particular location, the USB has interactive map that you can just look up the location of anything that you need to find. And in this case, Rothan Tomb was something that I didn't want to spend too much time looking for. Plus, there's no indication of the guards being led into here. Oh, he got stuck there. Let me see if I can. Oh, there you go, you got unstuck. Good job, you. I need restore fatigue now, otherwise I'm gonna be spending a hefty amount of time swinging at nothing. There we go. Okay, good. Very, very good. Rothan. Oh, what is the reward? Travel together, back to Margan. There you go. Follow me, buddy. I imagine there shouldn't be anything that could cause any problem. There's not gonna be something like an Ashland Skaguri over here. Or anything on the mainland that would easily destroy this guy. No problem. Coma forager. This can, yeah, sometimes
No escape.
turn rather aggressive. Gotta be careful not to stab the guy. I've seen a lot of other players whenever they are having somebody to escort. They go really wild with their swinging to the point that they end up hitting their escort or end up just making them aggressive towards them. So you have to just take very measured hits. Just hold back a little bit, hit once, hit twice, and then see if the enemy is dead, and that's it. You don't need to just go and just keep spamming attack. So that's a very quick way that you will end up hitting somebody else and making the entire thing a whole lot worse. I believe we've made it, right? Or we have to go to the trade house. I guess we're not far into Margan. Oh, the Margan Shrine. Oops. The shrine should be this away.
What was that?
Margan Shrine.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for getting me back to Margan. Okay.
Speak, traveler.
Recall back to
What brings
House
you here?
Redoran. Matisse Lovar made it back. The Founder's Helmet, yeah. Shame the House Redoran. You must not murder, always steady. Threaten him, taunt him, those are allowed. Even as long as he strikes the first blow. We need some better weaponry. We have to browse around and see
Probably nothing.
if we can find something interesting in
What do you
any of the
want?
enchanters. But we're gonna need some magical weaponry. Either something that uses
I
paralysis
know
on a
you?
stab, or let me pull 1 hour of weight so that the guard over here just moves away. So what we're gonna do is look around the smiths around here and the enchanters in the temple and in the Domina set doesn't have the correct icon. That's weird. I wonder why would that be the case? This icon means that there's an error basically, and it's not processing right the piece of equipment. I will troubleshoot it later. It's not a big deal, honestly. Domina armor is not something that you will encounter out and about in other people's possession.
My time is precious, so make
Same with the other set of armor that gets added by the Bethesda official plugin. So, enchanter. Not you. Not you.
Go away, diseased creature.
People become really mean, as I said. Saint's Shield, Holy Tower Shield, Water Spear. Nope. None of them are short blades, so don't care about that then. I don't remember if the enemy ends up being like a Dunmer. I believe it is a Dunmer. So hopefully the short blade that I end up... Ooh! Alright, yeah. I will just let the guards do the job. Cliff Racer. Just checking if it was disease stop blighted. Luckily for me, it's neither, so we can just keep going. Guild mages. The enchanter should be the woman on the room beyond here.
You've been wounded.
You've been wounded. Yeah, I'm coughing everywhere and I'm wounded. Iron Flame Blade, not really good. Fire Blade, 1 to 25, no, that's more impressive. Viper Blade, that's also pretty impressive. Storm Blade, 1 to 25 on touch. I mean, Fire Blade is pretty good. 1 to 25 on target on cast and strike is pretty good. This is rather depressing. 5 to 12 to 11. That translates roughly to 1 to rather 7 to 20, 34. In best case scenario, you get a very good roll. Yeah, fire rate might be really, really good. Let's see if we can spend very little money on this, and we'll keep moving. Kaguri Hide Shield is gonna last me for a long time, so there you go. Thank you very much. I should put my little blades on here. Inventory, weaponry. Not there, Viper Blade went all the way back up, so that's good. Inventory, Viper Blade. Always well worth having multiple weapons of the same type with different things going on for them. Especially if you end up finding like some sort of weapon that leaves a really long-lasting effect on the enemy. Like for example, some short blade that you just do one tap and it does like 1 point of poison damage for 360 seconds, and that's a really good effect. Like 360 points of poison damage is not a bad deal at all.
Can you ask your question quickly? I must be going.
So I have to go to 8 plates in Balmora. There's how many enchanters in Balmora? I believe there's 2. Or 1 rather. Let's grab these. Let's grab these scrolls if necessary. Bachte. Well, now that's more interesting. 5 to 9 on 5 seconds on touch. And that's another Dire Viper Blade. Restore fatigue on self, blind chameleon, shield.
All right,
There we
I'm
go.
listening.
4 inventory, weaponry, silver viper blade. Dire viper blade and iron viper blade. Okay. Should be able to get ourselves into a little kerfuffle here without much of a problem. This is the guy that we have to bully, I believe. I'll be steady, right? I'll be steady. Okay.
Find someone else to bother.
Hello. I like the way it fits. We need to just keep taunting him and eventually he will succeed. We'll grease the wheels a little bit. So that his disposition is a bit higher. That does it. It's a Dunmer, so I should probably deal with him with poison. There you go. We get our money back, and we get the Thunder Helmet. And if we need 2, we can sell off all these pieces of equipment here. Which would not be a bad thing to do. I'll just get him all out of here. We'll grab his pants though. Get all this bone mold stuff out here. If I wanted actual money, I could just sell all this stuff to Creeper, but right now I don't feel like going to Creeper and sell this stuff. Recall out of here.
Can I help you out? Do you
How you
need
doing?
something?
Redoran. Founder's helmet, there you go. Got a Founder's helmet and brought shame to the house Redoran. Will you give me the helmet? Yeah, there we go. I didn't shame house Redoran. Okay, good. Do this. Redoran finally needs help with her war hurts again. Some trouble with bandits. Off we go. I believe after this quest is the one that I have to go to Cold Cave and meet the little pilgrim that is deceased to the brim. In the meantime, while I'm outside, I should be sleeping so that I get all my health and fatigue and magicka back up. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not far away from Aldrune. I think I'm still in the cell. Yeah, I'm still in the Aldrune cell, so I'm not outside of the city. I'll be outside rather soon. No, I'm outside. Until healed. I'm gonna keep this Viper blade at the ready. Enchanted blades are always really good to have. If you're using blunt weapons, always make it a priority to actually go and search around in temple enchanters, because they usually end up selling like a silver or a wooden staff of peace, and those things are very nasty. Very nasty. They are really cheap cast on strike paralysis weapons, and inflicting paralysis on somebody is usually a death sentence to the person that gets paralyzed. So I lost my way, and I don't like that. I should go this way. Dun, dun, da-da-dum, da-da-dum. I need to go a bit further. Yeah. Poison's also pretty good. Just don't use it against Argonians, but Argonians are not that prevalent as hostile enemies. You end up encountering a lot of Dunmers and maybe Imperials. Not a lot of Nords, of course, in Solstheim, but by that point in time you actually have something very strong that is able to deal with anything. Quick save. go and pay those Nyx Hounds a visit. No need to move around a lot, just stand your ground, hit them a little bit, and keep moving. There is the Argonian that has the Blessing of Zenithar quest. I thought you were moving rather slow. Yeah, okay. I thought, for a moment, I thought, Jesus, already we have this Nyx Hound out in the open? Yeah. Not this time. We'll have to go a bit southways. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Little rat. Okay, if I go westways, I should be getting to Druele's little war plantation. That is the bandit hideout, so a little bit more to the north and we should be okay. Again, I'm doing all of this so I can actually have access to that one particular person that will give me the disease that I need. Hello Druele, how you doing? Travel with bandits. My war and those two other herders nearby. The bandits came from the south last time. One of my best wars in that way. Check this out. Yeah, we've seen a little cave to the south, so that's where we need to go. Oh, I'm just stretching here and there. That's what happens when you're ill. You need to have some proper rest, and when you don't get proper rest due to pain and possible hallucinations from pain, then you don't end up resting at all. Ancestral Tomb. Rat. Are you a disease rat? No. Common rat. Okay. Please patch these rats, no problem. Okay. If we can aggro one of them at a time, we should be okay.
Oh, this is too easy.
There we go. One down, one to go. No, that's another guy. Okay. Grab this weapon. Easy peasy. Fighting an axe and some gold. Let's get the hell out of here. Let's get the hell out of here. I'll have to check on the USB how far away am I from the Cold Cave quest. If I remember correctly, it shouldn't be that long. It should be like maybe after this quest or after one more quest after this one. I'll already queue my recall back to Alderun. Trouble with bandits. I'll accept the hackle low. Get the hell out of here.
Isn't that contagious?
Trouble with bandits. More duties. I don't have duties for anyone under the rank of lawman. You should pay attention to your blah blah blah. Advance me then. Do you have any more duties? Oathman, lawman. Do you have duties now? I need you to guard Athrin Sarethi. Well, now it's time to check the USP. USP House Redoran. Morrowind. So the quest that I'm looking for is called some guard Sarethi Manor. Shimano, no. There we go. Lord Sarano. So which rank do I have to be? Lord Sarano in Aldrun. Lord Sarano. Does he have a prerequisite? No. He lives in the Aldrun temple. Okay. Let's get to it then. I should probably go update the disease counter to 3. Because I technically did have 3 at some point, but what bothers me about the paralysis disease that it doesn't have extra components for me to toy around. Loro Serrano should be this guy. No, Tulz Valen. Loro Serrano. Duties. I'm concerned about the ash statue you showed me, but I didn't show you anything. Weird. Does he begin the quest right away, or I have to... About duties. Bartur Sarethi about suspicious ash statues. He's on the Sarethi Manor, right? Benin Manor. Oh, I have to do the Sarethi stuff then. Yeah, okay. Okay. So I just needed to keep going down the little quest line then. So it's not like one more quest, I just need to do 2 or 3 more quests to get where I need to go.
Is there something you need?
Stay as long as you like, friend. It would be a privilege to talk with you.
Quickly go to Sarethi Manor from here, the second door to the right. Stay there until Athens gives you the orders or until more guards arrive. I'm gonna use that time to refuel my little Viper Blade. Second door to the right. I don't think the enemies that spawn in here are gonna be difficult. Yeah, the guards are dead already, so can use this time to strip them from their gear. They have like extravagant shirts as well. All of this is good money, so the council is already looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? These guys are dead. They tried to save my life and you're just stripping them from their gear. So, yep. What you gonna do about it? Same for these guys. We wanted to make some really good money. Send all of these to Creeper, and we should be in good shape. Hello, how you doing? Ash statues. Alright, yeah. He doesn't have the topic, I believe. If the greetings is in the wrong state, he will not give me the proper. Garzariti Manor. Because of this question, you should be careful. Okay. If we keep it, okay. So this is the prime example of what happens when you're doing this run, right? Because I am deceased, this guy will not proc the event, and I can show.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
What needs to be done. Thankfully, I don't have like a rather set of unique diseases, so I can just go heal up. And I think the bodies for the guys that I already killed should have the diseases still, or not, because there's also a very weird quirk with
What do you want?
with saving and loading that can get diseases of bodies. I'm considering that I really need to do this quest.
Precious, so make it
I'll have to go and encounter those two other things at some little point. As I said, one of the guys respawned and the other guy, the other disease that I acquired was from
What do you want?
deceased Kaguri, so it should not be a difficult thing to find. So we'll have to revert our state from cure disease. Let me change this from 2 to 0. There you go. Sad times for me, but it is necessary. Now wait 1 hour. Gonna recall.
Well met, friend.
There's some very heavy liquor.
I suppose there's no harm in talking. What can I do for you?
Seriously, man. Oh, he has new guards. Hello, Sareti, how you doing? Yeah. Did you know the settings have already taken my guards? I fear there will be more. Stay alert.
I suppose there's no harm in...
Good job. These are more Actong assassins. How are you doing? Maybe after duties, yeah. Okay, recall.
The pleasure is all mine.
Is safe? Yeah. Duties. You have any duties? Councilors may sponsor you. Speak with partner and be back. He might have more duties for you. So there are many things that need to be done.
Is there something I
And now we can just go to the Sarithis and talk about what needs to be done on their end. Hello, Athrin. What do you have? Rescue Barbu Sarithi. This should not take long at all. I did do this stuff as well without having the need to kill anybody
I suppose
during
there's
the rescue,
no
so
harm in talking. What can I do for you?
let me see if it is. This is the Morakton Guild Hall. Sarithi Manor. No, Sarithi. The Benny Manor. I think it's this one or it's the one over. There we go. It also heal. I have a hard heal, don't I? Yeah, that is very low chances of success though. Yeah, that's not gonna ever succeed. So what I'm gonna do is check one of these. Yeah, it should be fine. So the little runt that I need to go and find is behind that tapestry over there. And there's a key over here that I can just loot. Of course, the place is guarded to the teeth. But I have my little tricks. I have to also wait for this woman to just roam around. If I can get her to move far enough. Alright, I have the amulet of Kamali. Oh, before you use this. It should give me sneak at some point. There we go.
Deal with you, thief.
Or not. We'll have to load. There's gonna be some little tinkering here in order to actually get to where we have to be. Just a little bit of tinkering. Maybe I can get her to just look away. She will become distressed. Fuck. Oh, but that guy is looking at me. Right, okay, so that's what happened. Alternatively, we're hoping to get some telekinesis. Okay, they're all out of sight. Perfect. Excellent. So here's what's gonna happen. We do this, we do this, we do this, and we do this. Run. Run like the wind. The first room is usually not the problem. The second room is usually the problem. And there's ways to actually get this to go my way. Oh. Okay, because of the Amulet of Shadows, they completely and utterly ignore me. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's always the case where this guy, Volvor, or Barbur, or whatever the hell is his name, ends up going to a fistfight with the other guys that will try to kill him. What you can do is get out of the room that you are currently in with Barbur, even if he's not with you, and then sleep 72 hours. That will actually cause the script to just fade, and they will not be hostile with you anymore, and they will not be fist fighting or trying to kill Barbur either. So
You have my attention, Outlander.
it works
Thank you.
really well. There you go. The duties. You can risk have to consider what to do next, leaving for a day or two before I give you
I
duties.
suppose there's no harm in talking.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
Let's leave, wait 2 days, and then come back and see what other duties. I think he will have the Ash statue quest, which is a good hindsight, or a good sign of things. Barbour also should be on his room at this point in time, right? Duties. The former of Brian Caravan, yeah. Speak with him about the Brian Caravan murder. Okay.
Welcome, friend.
I suppose there's no harm in talking. What can I do for you?
Barbour's room should be Celtic Guard quarters. Yeah, okay. We'll have to go to the guard quarters then.
I suppose there's
Barbour, how you
no
doing?
harm in talking. What
I didn't
can
kill
do
him,
for
he was
you?
my closest friend. The guards found out of me near the body and remember anything that happened at night. Sometimes though I have bad dreams. Blah blah blah. Bad dreams before it's right here if you want to take it away. The Ash statue. Was having bad dreams before Brian died. It seems like it started when I got that ash. Maybe you should take the statue away, the dreams will stop. Maybe you should talk to one of the priests in the temple. I'm CB intervention. Let's wait an hour so we have full fatigue.
Speak your needs.
Speak your needs. Can you use these? No, ash statues. You have an ash statue. Let's see if I can clear the name from Brian Caravan. You find an ash statue. So that you don't give me the ash statue, so examine carefully. Yeah, there you go. You can see some kind of conjuration enchantment on this statue. I believe this statue influenced Baru Saretti in some manner, causing him to kill his friend Bralin Caravan. May still be under the influence of this statue. To come and speak with me when I am sure he is no influenced by the statue. I will cap him clear of Bralin Caravan's murder. The corruption, if you find how Bralin got this statue, I would be grateful. Yeah, we'll have to pursue this little line of inquiry for a little bit.
I like what I see.
You have my attention.
You have my attention. Between all the back and forth that I'm doing,
You'll bring me
it's
good
gonna
fortune.
take even
You have my
longer than I
attention,
thought it would take.
I suppose there's no harm in talking. What can I do for you?
Guard quarters, as I already did. We'll talk to Barbour about it. Wants to speak about the Ash statue. Maybe he can do something about the bad dreams. I'll see him as soon as I can. Ash statue. Couldn't remember before, but now I got the statue. I got it from Galti's Gouverneur at the Rat in the Pot.
Walk with virtue.
No, wait 1 hour. I'm CV intervention. I have to go to the Rat in the Pot. I don't remember which of the inns is the Rat in the Pot. I don't think it's this one, right? It's the one to the south, okay.
Hello, Outlander. May I help you?
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Is there something I can do for you?
Grostasal. Angler the Jeweler. Gary's Gourbon. Ash statue. How could you? No, never mind. I'll have to take care of this right now. So that's one person down. Galtis will run. Note. 20G each. Here's another crate of statues. These have to be quickly placed in alt rune. Place the statue quickly and wisely. Destroy this note to no disappointment in Hanarai. I believe we have to follow up on that little clue there. Because that's the person that actually has the big stash of statues. I think Hanarai's room is this one here, right? What are you doing, Hanarai? Tell me about the statues. What? Where did you? Damn! Now you die. Again, I'm thankful that I got these Viper blades rather than just using whatchamacallit, the flame blade that I actually bought as well. This one wouldn't do that much damage against Dunmers, so this works in my favor. If I remember correctly, she has a key somewhere. Or maybe she doesn't. There's so many of these little areas. There it is. Small key. And if we use this key, we open these. Voila. Ash statues. That's all the ash statues that need to be grabbed. But yeah, these are very small. 6th house shrine of sorts. I can also use her bed. Or I can just use her house, period, so... Oh, I didn't see I leveled up, oops. Whoops. Whatever, not a big deal. Just end up getting 7 HP rather than 7.5, but... no biggie. Now we can go to the priest and deliver all these extra ash statues. And the priest will be super happy because of that. So my movement speed is severely reduced because of how many things I'm carrying at this point in time.
Speak your needs.
Hello. The king in Canada, as Upapal, the source of the ash statues in Alrune has been shut down. I admire your achievement, but we must be ambitious against anyone who comes in Alrune with ash statues. Okay, cool. Barbus Heretic has spoken to me, clearing him with statue influence regarding the murder of Bralin Karavaren. Okay, cool. Whether it's Stalin. Good. I got the quest that I wanted to get. And these ash statues, I'm just gonna dump them over here. It's weird that he doesn't take them off my hands. Okay, I'll keep the dancing cap stuff. But yeah, we got the quest that I wanted to get for the longest time. So it makes sense that I have 270 carry weight because I cured my diseases. I was like, I didn't get 7 points of strength in the last couple of minutes. No, I just got 2. I got back my extra 10 points from curing the disease. So let's get back to Nisis. Travel to Nisis.
Why walk when you can ride?
This is the guy that lost his pants, but we don't care about that guy. We care about a different guy that is in dire need, and he only spawns because of this quest. Eldris, there he is. There's the lad. Okay. Hopefully I can trigger this via pickpocketing without having to engage in combat.
Die. I'm being attacked.
I guess we'll have to rely on the good old murder the guy and loot his body until we get his stuff. I don't get the expel, right? No, we're fine. Come on. Eventually, there we go. We got the shields. There we go. How utterly devastating it is. 25 intelligence down the drain, 28 agility down the drain, and 15 willpower down the drain. Jesus Christ. So what is the range of shield? I think the range of shields is like 20 to 30. Let me check quickly here on USP. Shields. No, it's 10 to 30. So we rolled horribly. 10 to 30 drain agility, 10 to 30 drain agility, and 10 to 30 drain willpower. And we rolled 23, 28, and 15. 28 on agility, Jesus Christ. But that is what sets this counter to +1. There we go. So from this point onwards, I cannot cure my diseases at all, because that is the only source of chills in the game. Let's check if our friend Dean respawn, or even if the Kaguris respawn, so we can go back to having those diseases on me as well. If not, I will have to just find another source of getting the green spore and some disease Kaguris, which I will probably be able to find eventually. Let me see. I did hear a rat too. Are you a disease rat or you're a common? Yeah, you're a common rat. Yeah, you're a common rat. But that is devastating. It's truly devastating. Here a Coma Forager just scurrying around. Oh, Gore. Are you a domesticated Gore or a wild one? Domesticated one, so he's not gonna cause problems. Oh, Kaguris. Fatigue. Restore the fatigue now. I'll take those hits, no biggie. Also, it goes to show how my lack of agility now is making things a lot harder than they should be. I'm gonna have to get used to be kissing the floor. Also, they're diseased, so you know the drill. Eventually, with enough persistence, I'm gonna get the yellow ticks. Unless I already got them. I didn't have them yet. Eventually, with enough persistence, it's gonna take a little bit of time. Just a little bit of time. I'll try the other Kaguri. Maybe I'll have better luck with the other one. Waiting for a little text telling me that I got it, but so far nothing. Come on. Come on. I got it so quickly last time, and this time it's taking a disgustingly long amount of time. There we go. You have contracted yellow tick. Good. Since this Kaguri respawned, I wonder if it didn't respond too. Yep, like I said before, somehow, Dean is one of the very few NPCs that respawn in this game. No clue what is that, but he just does. So, unless you complete his quest, then he will never stop respawning. I got 2
Get
journal
out of here.
updates.
What are you trying to do? Make me sick?
See, my fear that this is costly, probably could have been cured. Weird that I got 2. Okay, well. Time to get back to our usual kerfuffle.
Today will be your last.
Right, yeah, agility. Right. This is gonna get harder than it was before. Yep. It's gonna get harder because I have no agility. I'm gonna get knocked on my knees several times, especially with a two-hander. Two-handers are deadly when you have no agility. Extremely deadly. In this situation, spell like paralysis would be king. Oh, but he's also a red guard, so I don't think poison does that much damage to him, if I remember correctly. They have like 75% resistance to
Get
poison.
out of here. What are you trying to do? Make me sick?
You already have a disease, Dean. You absolute dong.
I'll make this.
Uh-oh. I got green for. Nice.
Today
Let's not die. That would be fantastic too. Okay, so I don't have to do the little shuffle. Also, let's put another pole over here so they know that I have killed Dean the second. Perfect. Greensport does not have a range when it comes to its disease, so I have the chills, the green tick, and green. No, actually, Greensport has a range. Jesus. Let me put these here. 2. We're now back to 3. Technically 4, but we only have 3. What happened to my map? There we go. Excellent. Bye, Dean. See you next respawn. So at this point, I can just go and do some fighter's guild stuff for the next time. Let me recall. No, let me take an MC intervention out of here.
Say your business.
So getting more experience and more money would be ideal. So offloading some pieces of equipment somewhere would also be fantastic. So I'm gonna stop by in Balmora and then call it a stream for
I will listen,
today.
Outlander, but make it quick.
But 3 diseases on one stream
Make a
is
special trip just for you.
It's
Same low
good.
price.
it's really good. There will be a point that I will have to be acquiring a hell of a lot more diseases that will be crippling me. But yeah, first things first is getting a lot of money.
Why walk
There you
when
go.
you can ride?
There we go. Okay. So, as usual, I like to say thanks everybody who showed up today. In the current description or this current channel is where I put all my archives for all the streams that I do. So go and check them out. If you do like this content, follow me on Twitch. Tyrion Lodash on Twitch. Subscribe over here on YouTube. Do leave a like and a comment as well. I read all the comments and all the likes that people leave. They are really, really helpful whenever I stream. And I'm gonna be seeing all of you hopefully tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming here on YouTube or on Twitch, so just in any case, follow me there on Twitch or subscribe over here on YouTube and you will probably get a notification. And I'm gonna be, again, seeing you tomorrow. Around this same time, I believe. So have a good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you happen to watching the stream or both. Take great care and have a good one. Bye bye.